What happens when you experience abuse? How do you react when abuse happens to you? Specifically, narcissistic abuse. Narcissistic abuse syndrome is a condition that occurs when a person spends a significant amount of time with a narcissist experience various kinds of abuse. The abuse could be emotional, verbal, psychological, or physical. Be careful because anybody could be a victim. It could be happening to you right now without you knowing. Help yourself spot the signs to seek help early on. Here are 10 signs you are experiencing narcissistic abuse syndrome. Number 1. You become indecisive. Narcissistic abuse often involves words that make their victims feel devalued. They may say, "You're so weak. You would probably not manage without my help," implying that you cannot do anything right, that your decisions are always strong. Hence, the reason for their existence is to make the right decisions for you. Frequently hearing these devaluing words could make you start to believe them. As a result, you would become overly dependent on the narcissist, thinking that they could really make everything right for you. This makes you indecisive when faced with a dilemma where you must decide something for yourself. You run to the narcissist and make them decide for you. You lose your self-esteem even in the most trivial decision-making circumstances, believing that things would go wrong if you do it your way. Number 2. You develop trust issues. Being abused by a narcissist is so frustrating. Nobody wants that feeling. So when you become aware of the abuse, you do not wish to anybody treat you the same. Never. In effect, you defend yourself by generalizing. Make yourself believe that everybody is a narcissist. They only approach you to get something they want from you. You doubt even the people closest to you. You become overly cautious. Everything seems suspicious to you that you trust no one except yourself. Does this sound familiar to you? Number 3. You develop trauma. Anybody would develop trauma after going through various abuse from the narcissist. The trauma could be psychological, like anxiety, doubt, or depression. Or it could be physical, like fatigue, insomnia, etc. The things they have done will make you depressed. The things they are currently doing will make you doubt your self-worth. You will question your rights. The things they might possibly do make you anxious. It worries you so much that you overthink. Overthinking leads to disregarding self-care. It could lead to developing harmful habits like substance abuse and overeating. These habits would impair your physical health and mental well-being. Number 4. You feel isolated. One manner used by narcissists to gain complete control over you is to isolate you from your closest friends, prohibit you from having any kind of support group that can defend you against them. To attain this, they make you feel valued and well taken care of. Narcissist makes it evident that you believe no one can harm you. This is a nasty method by the narcissist. In doing so, you or any victim would be doubted once they reach out for help, becoming even more vulnerable to their manipulation. Number 5. You feel used. Narcissists only care about the end. What does this mean? They are indifferent to the methods to achieve the end they perceive. They only care about the result that would be beneficial to them. They do not care who they will use to carry out their objectives. They take advantage of you or anybody to get what they want. They will repeatedly use you until you are deemed useless. At first, they make you feel necessary. If you have a romantic relationship, the narcissist will love bomb you. Later, you will be disregarded, especially if you can no longer benefit them. Number 6. You blame yourself. When narcissists start carrying out their real intentions, everything in your relationship changes from best to worst. But the narcissist escapes the blame by making you feel it yourself instead. They start to use the guilt-tripping tactic. What is guilt-tripping? They make you take responsibility for the terrible happening, then induce you to do something they want. You feel bad, so you submit to their wishes. But simply doing so does not make the worst situation better. So you start to question yourself over time. Have I done something wrong that made them upset? You feel guilty and blame yourself. The "I should have" start flooding your mind. Then you keep giving them their wants because you believe that yielding to their wishes will make up for the fault you think you have done to them. The thing is, everything goes according to the narcissist's plan if this happens. They stick to you as they can now easily manipulate you, implying that you should feel grateful that they stuck on you despite your shortcomings. How can you get out of this trap? Number 7. You lose your identity. Abuse often inflicts fear towards its victims. Anxiety and fear could lead a person to forget about one's identity, regardless of their willingness or unwillingness to change themselves. This is because the victim tends to adjust one's identity to accommodate the narcissist's wants. Victims do it to avoid further abuse. However, the abuse only worsens, leading them to become a stranger even to their own selves, gradually losing their self-identity, becoming the person that narcissists perceive them to be. Number 8. You feel becoming a pushover. Narcissists do not care about limits. You may surround yourself with boundaries, but they have so many tactics under their sleeves to get through such limitations. They could even tear it down if they want to. In the end, you become a literal doormat, whom people could easily trample on. One who cannot say no to anything. You say yes to anybody's requests regardless of the difficulty. You apologize if you are unable to meet their demands, totally becoming a people-pleasing pushover. Number 9. You self-destruct. A narcissist could easily spot a person's flaws and weaknesses. They tend to know very well how to use it to their advantage. These serve as abusive tools for them, which causes you to self-destruct if they use such tools against you. Narcissists put ideas in your head to make you think you have seen yourself differently. You develop destructive thoughts and question your worth. The old you who was overflowing with confidence would become insecure. The pride you once felt for your output and creativity would turn into shame. Once you are broken, the narcissist re-enters the scene. They will fix you only to make you break yourself again. Number 10. You adopt narcissistic traits yourself. This is a common after effect of narcissistic abuse. You engage in selfish deeds as you were treated yourself selfishly, justifying your actions by playing the victim, saying that it would have been different if only you were treated differently as well. Most likely, bullies became bullies because they were bullied. Also, there is a possibility that a narcissistic parent was raised by a narcissistic parent as a child. They would often justify their parenting style by bringing up their burden during their time. Narcissistic abuse syndrome is harmful to a person's overall well-being. If you happen to spot the above signs upon yourself or the people you know, be sure to seek or extend help. Save yourself and others from fully succumbing to these signs. Are you enjoying the video? Give this video a like and subscribe to this channel for more narcissist-related content. See you on the next video.